Good morning, welcome back to casa.texpina. We're on build day number 140, build day number 140. Slowly moving, we're getting there. Today, I got something new, I guess. The carpenter here, Mr. Jojo, is putting molding over the top of the bay window. When speaking with the engineer yesterday, I asked what kind of thing we're going to do at the front. Are we going to put a small roof, or are we going to leave it flat? He goes, surprise, you'll just have to wait and see. He's got something stored up, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm not sure if it's all going to get done today, but he's starting. Also up in the front here, the guys are starting to put in the entrance side walkway. So leading off of the sidewalk onto the walkway, and they're going to loop that around to the side and come in the side entrance of the front porch. Other than that, we've still got a lot of plaster coating. The welders are here still putting in braces on the attic floor framing, and skim coat. Yeah, we've got some skim coat going on. Mr. Wilson is skim coating, starting in the master's hallway and working his way around from there. So as everybody else gets into place and I figure out where everybody's at, I'll walk you around and show you how things are going. So let's get started. All right, let's go ahead and take a walk in the front of the house. First thing, Mr. Marvin and Mr. Ramirez are over here, and they're starting to dig out the front entrance side walkway. So we're going to come in from the gate, come around, go around the side. This way we take care of both the Philippine area and the Chinese feng shui thing, to where you're not supposed to have the door or the gate go straight into the door. They say that's bad luck. All your good luck will leave the house and go out the door, and you'll never see it again, or something to that effect. So to counteract that, what we're going to have here is a little bit of greenery here on the front, just in between the two columns, and the sidewalks are going to enter from the side. So the side is not lined up with the front door. All right, over on this side, Mr. Willie and Mr. Carlito are both working the renderings for the fence posts, continuing with yesterday's business. And they've got a lot of fence posts to do, so they'll be doing that for a couple days. Yeah, let's go ahead and walk on in. Over here, Mr. Wilson is doing a little cleanup right now, but he was doing skim coating up here on the top, and he will continue with skim coating around the rest of the house. So you'll see him throughout the day in various locations, as all the gray walls start to turn white. And out here on the back of the house, Mr. Alex over here making all the noise. We're getting ready to start securing the remaining parts of the wall cladding, the fiber cement board wall cladding. The other carpenter, Mr. Allen, is not here today, as we have run out of the fiber cement board on site. What we have left is fiber cement board that was excess from the Cenepa, or the fascia board. So I'm sure that's going to get used a different location, but they're not cutting it down to make use for the siding. Back here on the back of the house, Big Cat Mr. Romy is taking care of the little bit of rendering on the face of the patio. So we're taking care of all this up here in the front. You can see the Mr. Mavic, one of the welders up on top. They are continuing with the bracing for the attic floor slab up inside the above the garage area right now. And over here you got Mr. Jericho. Mr. Ben is around the corner. You can't see him, he's out of frame. But they are continuing also with the plaster coating in the attic area. So continuing to work on that. So that's where everybody's at this morning. As the Tinsmiths get in, I'll show you where they're working on the front once they arrive. Hey, hey, hey. The Tinsmiths come today bearing presents. Come bearing gifts. Ridge caps, yeah. Now you get a good example of what the color is going to look like. That's nice. All right, so we got the edges of the walkway dug out, going around to the front. Now they're going to start putting in the a little bit of cement, like a foundation wall for it. They do a foundation wall for everything here. So we got a foundation wall for the sidewalk. What do you think?
It'll be good.
What you think, Miss Emie?
We'll see.
We'll see. Proof's in the pudding. Proof's in the pudding, she says. Well, I said that, but same idea.
I have to wait.
Tinsmiths are back up on top.
A very visual person.
Yeah, she says she's a very visual person. You got to see it first. Good thing she's not from Missouri. What's the state logo? Oh, state motto for Missouri? Show me. It's a show me state. But we're from Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. All right, so we're continuing the gutter, coming around the front here. So Mr. Willie and Mr. Carlito are continuing to render the fence posts. I wanted to show you what these look like. So let's go before, middle, and after. So this is what they look like beforehand. Just a little bit of rough splatter of plaster coat that was put on beforehand as they were being, after the forms came off. This is during. Mr. Willie here is doing the rendering, so it's plop, plop, fizz, fizz, something like that. Okay, and then the finished product is here. So this is already rendered. The fence posts, the connections for the fence grills are already buried into the rendering. So nothing here for anybody to be able to remove. Okay, and down here on the other end, Mr. Carlito is just about in the same step. So he's got one that looks like it was a little wide, so he's chipping it out to make it square. All right, even a little bit after lunch, we almost got the gap closed here. They're coming around the corner of the front porch and got a little bit further to go. They're cruising. We might get this, might get the rough gutter put in today. So let's see what our walkway is going to look like. We're getting there. So we got the outside edge almost up, so 2 hollow blocks deep. I'm getting ready to look at the same thing on this side here. Mr. Marvin doing all the work here. All right, let's go take a look at these fence posts. A little bit of renderings. All right. I'm getting there. All right, so put the little extension on. So got a little extension put on. They're going to make these a little bit taller so that the light sits up above the fence grill. Mr. Wilson will do more skim coat. So we're here in the, he moved from the master's hallway into the master's bedroom. So he's continuing down this long wall here. He's going to do the top piece first, and then he'll come back and do the bottom all in one shot. So again, this is just the first coat. Just trying to fill in all the holes and smooth things out a little bit. And then, from my understanding, this comes back in and all gets sanded down and done again. Starting out down here on the bottom, Mr. Romy has been putting the rendering on the bottom of the patio. We got a nice smooth finish. Okay, and up in the attic area, Mr. Jericho has continued working the way around, coming from above the dirty kitchen. Now he's working his way out all the way up to the dormitory area. The welders will come back and put steel floor framing over this area as well. If we've got headroom enough to be able to stand up in it, we're putting attic flooring in it. So want to maximize the amount of dry storage space that we have. They got all the gutters connected. So now they're starting to work on the downspout. So right here at the end of the conduit that he's poking with, that's where the downspout's going to come through. It's going to be a 3-inch downspout. It'll come down and connect to the one that's in right here in the corner. Alright, so he's got that finished up, taking out the excess piece, and away it goes. Round out the edges so it's not quite so sharp. Fit the downspout. All right, on to the next one. I think this is a good sign, right? He's cutting the hole and the water's already coming out. So we're in the right spot, right? I'm thinking that's a good sign. Hey, we're 2 for 2. I'm loving it. I'm thinking that's a good sign. That means they installed the braces properly so they drain to the corners, drain into where the downspouts are. There we go. Now he's gonna take the flap off. He's gonna round it out with the lead pipe. Don't want any rough edges on the sides when you put a downspout in. Even metal to metal. So round it out just a little bit. All right. Now that's rounded out. You're gonna take the downspout and push it through. Measure with a micrometer, mark it with a crayon, cut it with a hacksaw, hammer to fit. Works every time. And the front entranceway, the front walkway, has been roughly installed. So coming in through the fence, coming in through the service gate, come around to the side, up and into the main door. Honey, we're home. All right, it's yabba dabba do time. Guys are putting their tools away, changing clothes, getting ready to go home. We're gonna take a walk down the newly minted, new walkway. It's been kind of put in. This is the beginnings of it, here out the front door. We do have also the gutter system. Step 1 of the installation has been completed, which means all of the gutters have been put into the brackets, so they're all being held there. They also started step 2, which was cutting out the downspout. So the hidden gutter system downspout installation has begun. They almost finished, ran out of materials, which are the actual downspout connectors that come from the inside of the gutter and go through and punch through the bottom. That's where the PVC, the large, we're using 3-inch PVC gutter, is going to come from out of the wall and connect up to those. So let's see, what else did we get done today? Some more plaster coating, both inside and on the fence, as well as skim coating. Mr. Wilson had quite a lot of skim coating done throughout the master bedroom side of the house. So, come back tomorrow. We've got more downspouts going in, and I believe we may even start to see some of the valley gutters be put in. So, if y'all like today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here. You'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, ta-ta for now, TTFN, and God bless.
Silly old bear.